Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Connoisseur's Conversation. Today, I'm going to bring you another one of my favorite rich ambery fragrances that has one of the most complex structures of dry, rich woods and ambery undertones with a nice leather hint to it. If this sounds like the type of content you think you'll enjoy, pull up a seat, pour a glass, and of course, let's enhance. Cheers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Dry Down. This is the channel where we aspire to enhance and elevate our olfactive sensory experiences through the understanding of the different aromas, facets, and nuances of scent, cigars, and wines. I'm your host, Chris. Welcome to today's experience. Today, I have a scent from Nishane out of Istanbul, Turkey, that is what they project to be and what they've talked about being the meaning of a life meaning type of fragrance. So the way that they describe their fragrance to the public and what they want to convey and the message that they want this fragrance to send is adapting to having a wonderful, beautiful, opulent, and luxurious life and lifestyle. This is a fragrance that I picked up mid-winter this year, and now that I'm hearing so much pickup in springtime of 2023 about the Hasavat Oud, I felt as though I should present this fragrance to you guys to bring it out, because it's one of the oud-based fragrances from their line that came out in spectacular fashion. And for me, what this fragrance does, as I stated, Nishane Prestige Collection Mana, a very beautiful bottle. The presentation is just immaculate. This is a blue crystal with the gilded gold cage around it. That's the type of presentation they have for the Prestige line, along with Shim, Ness, and also along with the new Hasavat Oud that'll be on the market soon. So let's give this a quick spray, guys. To me, like I said, just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I don't understand how I've not heard any voices speaking loudly about this particular fragrance in any way, shape, or form. Now, I know we all can't have every fragrance on the market. We all can't test and bring to your attention and others' attention every fragrance on the market. So to me, bringing this to you, I'm so happy to be able to do so because of what this fragrance has done for me in my collection and my journey of having fragrances. Now, I will say this. This is one of the most smoky. Break it down, man. This, to me, okay, so what this fragrance does in the opening, it opens with a pod of fresh, like a fresh crushed pod of spiced cardamom. It has a leathery, spicy saffron note to it with a very, very energizing, invigorating style of ginger and black pepper. So the opening, when it comes on with this very, very effervescent richness that I'm trying to see in my head over the sampling of my life of journey of fragrances. I can't say that I've smelled an opening that is this rich in spices and saffron. Now, I know the underlying notes and accords are playing a very big role in that opening for me, but the way this opening is so well done by Christian Provenzano, who was the perfumer for this particular scent. Mana is a beautiful four-season signature scent in my humble opinion. This scent is full of all of the components that you want to be in a sexy, just, if you want to be that guy, you want to be the boss, you want to be and project and have people perceive you as the man, the boss, the lead, the honcho, the alpha. This is that particular fragrance in essence. That is the meaning behind this particular scent. This is one for kings, sultans, prestigious icons, all of the above. Any adjective you want to put to this that is a high prestigious person, this validates that person as a signature scent in every shape and form and fashion. The suede accord in the mid that comes out as it's on my card now, it comes up with a very, very sweet, jammy Turkish rose or Bulgarian rose. I'm going to say either Turkish or Bulgarian rose, the way the sweetness of the rose starts to come up in the mid. It then harkens to a scent profile that you can become familiar with, and it's one that people love to go to, and that is Louis Vuitton's Ombre Nomad. This mid, when it starts to come into the mid form about 15 minutes in, 10 minutes in, you will start to see the configuration of this scent and how it's going to be portrayed as a Middle Eastern king scent. It's so well composed. Dry, rich, woody. It leaves you with a mark, so to speak. You know, the perception of this scent, it just leaves you with a mark that's just, I can't, when I put it up against certain fragrances in my collection, I would say this is a tier scent that goes next to the Sahara Ouds from Fragrance du Bois. This goes alongside the Musk Oud by Roja. This goes alongside, what else can I pick and choose from? There will be something as opulent. The Electimus Oud Octavian. All these fragrances with these amber, rich, woody, leathery tones that have an oud in them. They are to me, the unmistakable and the untouchable when it comes to pervasive luxury fragrances. And this one is no slouch at all. As I begin to see the fragrance develop off the skin and on paper, you will begin to see everything unfurl of sweetness that comes underlying from the guaiac wood. You will have a tonality of lactonic, sweet, warm sandalwood, a rich, thick, balsamic, yet elegant style of labdanum that brings that leathery tone of this particular fragrance to the forefront. You'll get a castoreum that brings in a nice animalic punch. The benzoin that comes in this is ultra refined and sweet, seductively made. Musk, you get all of these notes in the chorus that just come together, nothing clashing, everything is in focus, everything is vibing harmony-wise. Beautiful, beautiful scent. You get a little bit of tone of olibanum, like a rich incense, and this is a very rich smoky incense, not the kind that comes off with a lemony faucet tool. This is the rich church incense that the smoke is burning in the air. The saffron, the cardamom is still playing a part in this particular profile up until, I'm gonna say about 45 minutes in, and then the base really starts to kick in. But as of right now, off my skin, 35 minutes to 45 minutes after applying, I still smell the richness of the cardamom coming up, the suede, the rose, the guaiac wood is sweet, the labdanum is very rich and refined. The vibe of this, while this is unique to itself, when I say comparatively, this is very unique to itself. I've seen comparisons with different fragrances. And yes, you will get the vibe of different fragrances because this is a Middle Eastern scent that becomes more approachable and wearable for the Western market. But for me, this one sets itself aside from the previously mentioned LV, Ombre Nomad, which I sold off once I got this. And also the richness and sweetness of another high-end luxury fragrance, which is Guerlain's Santal Royale. Now, they all have a similarity, but none match perfectly. I'm gonna say they're about 60% complete from each other. But even with the Santal Royale, it has a very richness to it, but that one has a peach accord to it that takes that into a different realm, where this one has the ginger that takes it to the opposite. So that's kind of the interplay in those notes and the chords come off very rich and refined as well, but that one goes one direction, this one goes to the other. This one is much more just completely masculine. This has no feminine touch to it whatsoever, in my opinion. It comes off that musk and oak moss that's in it. Comes up and brings a little bit of a powdery feel to it. Also the black pepper, it spikes itself and rears its head up and throughout the fragrances. You will smell the black pepper because it's a more spicy tone to it that catches on to the castoreum and leads its way to the base with the guaiac and incense, the smoky incense. All in all, a very gorgeous scent that I wanted to bring to your attention to let you know that Mana, that was introduced in 2022, is a fragrance that's on the market, has a very beautiful presentation. It comes in a coffret, a soft leather satin lined and leather padded coffret that is about 8.5 by 11 in its size. The bottle, like I said, the bottle presentation is gorgeous. If you could see the crystal, I'm not sure you could see the crystal, but it's a blue crystal that hides behind the gilded gold cage. The atomizers, you can't beat them. The scent profile, you can't beat it. Gorgeous scent that I think everyone if you're an oud lover, if you're a leather lover, if you are a what else can I say with this one? The oud, the leather, the woodiness. The woodiness is one of the components that if you're a person that loves rich, woody scents, trust me, you want this scent in your life. Very opulent, very sexy, very alluring, attractive. And that, like I just sprayed, that beautiful ginger, pepper, and saffron is just leaping off the skin, off the pad, off the paper. Gorgeous, gorgeous scent, man. I love this scent. Like I said, I wanted to bring it to your attention. It was a scent that I saw that hadn't been touched on. A scent that I don't know why I hadn't touched on it since I've gotten it. But since Hashivat Oud is coming out, I'm hoping that the same oud that is in Shem, Mana, and Nefs are part of the oud collection that they're going to put Hashivat into. Very, very luxurious scents. I'm proud to own this scent, man, because it's one that it's out of reach because of the price point of it for a lot of people. But I went ahead and discovered it, and I know I had to have it. And it's such a great scent. The performance on this one, when it comes to projection, is much more subdued than the LV. I would say the LV is one that just screams. This one here is a much more classier, laid-back style of scent. It stays on your skin because it's X-rayed. It stays on your skin for about 12 to 14 hours, no doubt. You have to shower this one off. But the projection is much more subdued. It's more of a 1.5 to 2 foot bubble of sillage and projection for this one. The trail, I've had people ask me what I was wearing when walking past, but I haven't had anyone at a distance. I can't say that the trail is a long trail. I can't say that the projection is a long one. The people I've had have been in a circumference when giving a hug or a dap to one of my dogs, something like that, where the projection was very, very moderate in pace and space. So I will see more often than not with the warmer weathers approaching how it will project in the warmer weather, because the coolness of it, this one didn't come out of the clothing or out of the sweaters or out of the suiting this winter. But I will let you guys know when I do a YouTube short of this one day. But all in all, beautiful scent. Once again, you guys, I'm drinking today. You guys have been always curious about what I'm drinking. This is a 90 proof homage to Joe Louis. This is the Joe Louis straight bourbon whiskey. I believe it's out of Kentucky. I don't know the particular mash bill on this one. I knew it when I purchased it, but I don't know the mash bill. I believe it is a wheat. I believe it is. I'll look it up and leave it in the description down below. But this is a great sipping bourbon. Very sweet. If you like sweet bourbons, a little bit of smoke, a little bit of spice, peppery, cinnamon. Very, very aromatic. You can smell the cask, just a beautiful oak cask. You get some orange peel, a sweet apricot. I wasn't even going to do a whiskey tasting today. That's what I'm getting though. Molasses, very sweet. Like I said, it's an homage to Joe Louis, a sipping whiskey. This is a very sweet. I don't know the age on this one. It's not very smooth, so I won't say it's been aged for quite a long time. I think maybe if 3 years in their aging process in their cask, if that. But it tastes great. It tastes very damn good. You see the bottle's almost gone. So that's Joe Louis's his homage bourbon whiskey. I'll show you the bottle again. The bottle's so cool. It's a 3-dimensional bottle. So the front labeling is Joe Louis in his boxing stance, and the back label that's printed on the back with all the information has a crowd behind the boxing ring. It comes with a tassel style of printing and portfolio to give you information about what it is to keep fighting for your dreams. Made in the USA. Nice bottle to have on the shelf. And that is Joe Louis's bourbon. I like it. Like I said, I wasn't trying to do a pour today to get you guys know, but hey, I might as well. All in all, once again, that is Nishane's Mana, the meaning of life, the meaning of fragrance, the meaning of prestige, glorious life living. And I hope that you guys are doing that alongside with me as we journey in these fragrances, scents, cigars, and wines. As always, you guys, I hope you had a great time watching this. And if you did, all I ask is that you hit the like, the comments, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. If you've smelled Mana, if you smelled anything from the prestigious collection, if you are excited to see what Hashivat Oud is going to smell like, I think I am. I'm eager to see what that fresh oud feeling is going to smell like. If it's going to smell like cashmere or like the Generation 2022, which are fresh takes on oud-based fragrances. So I'm eager to see what that's going to smell like. And if you are too, let me know in the comments below. As always, I'll see you in the next video.